Welcome back. Now, as the upcoming World Trade Organization summit hits the home stretch, African governments have been urged to facilitate women to trade if they want the continent to achieve accelerated economic growth. These were some of the key outcomes of the Women in Business Forum held today. Among speakers in that forum was Liberian President Johnson Sirleaf, who called for inclusion of women to play a more proactive role in trade. KTN's Abiagina now reports.
A global focus will be on Kenya as the country plays host to the 10th World Trade Organization Ministerial Conference, the first to be held on African soil.
Let me welcome you to Nairobi.
To kickstart the conference, over 200 women in business met to discuss some of the key issues hindering global trade, with gender inequality forming a better part of the talks, which were graced by Liberian President Johnson Sirleaf.
Today, the challenge is to move women into business, to move them from the farm, from the marketplace, into a facility where they can be at a level where they get more benefit, they participate more in the life of the economy.
This conference is built on a powerful and feasible truth, which is women are the true catalysts of development and prosperity, and that is more particular in Africa.
According to a recent report by the Africa Development Bank, about 75% of women are living in poverty, a trend that has worsened household incomes, leaving a majority of families exposed. Currently, women constitute a bulk of traders across East Africa, despite majority of them having to contend with various barriers to trade, such as lack of free movement of goods and services at border posts.
The scale of the opportunity we are losing out through insufficient inclusion of women in business and enterprise is outstanding. A recent World Bank report titled Engendering Development suggests that women reinvest up to 90% of their income in education, health, and nutrition for their families and communities, compared to 30 to 40% for men.
Today, the women who are moving up the ladder into small and medium-sized businesses, the ones who are starting to move from taking their commodities from the table and being able to package them, are the women.
Other areas of focus that women seek quick interventions to trade effectively include access to capital and land rights.
We are also looking to create a program that will give more women access to technology so that they can bring out the true innovators within.
Land inheritance remains a touchy subject, with women in most communities not being land owners, a factor experts say has compounded the matter, making it difficult for women to break loose from the poverty trap.
The challenge is, how do we have targeted measures that address rural poverty, where the majority of the poor in the rural areas are women, where the women remain powerless even in family economies, where women weeds. For example, they will tend the cows, they will weed the coffee, they will tend the tea. When they deliver, it is to an account that is operated by their husbands. And they have no control over the proceeds of their own labor. The radical transformation that mobile money has done in Kenya is an example about how technology can start allowing women greater appropriation of the proceeds of their labor.
What we can do about their rights to land. And today we've just passed a new Lands Right Act that's going to give land to the communities, land individually to women in equal measure as men.
Access to funds is a critical enabler for women to invest in business. According to the Deputy President, the Jubilee administration seeks to allocate more funds towards women empowerment.
We have created special funding instruments to speed up the mainstreaming of women into the marketplace.
The push to have more women take part in business comes at a time when the government is keen on increasing access to capital as well as government procurement opportunities so as to have this particular segment of the society be involved in the development of the economy. Abiagina reporting for KTN News in Nairobi.